I'm Robbie. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Pretty much lived here all my life. Well, yeah, I've been around at Navy Pier pretty much my whole life. Yeah, I've had a few different memories passing here, like past field trips and things like that. And yeah, it's just a big tourist attraction of Chicago that everybody goes to. And if you haven't been to Chicago and you probably haven't seen Navy Pier, you probably would get a good iconic look of what Navy Pier looks like. And as you can see, it's right behind me, so with the Ferris wheel and everything. So it's one of the iconic things about it and everything.
One of my favorite things to do there was go to the Children's Museum. It was always just a blast.
From when I was about 4 to 6 years old, they had this half-off thing on about Thursday, and we would go there almost every single Thursday, me and my family. I had this huge fascination with dinosaurs when I was around 4 to 6 years old, and they have this little dinosaur exhibit. They give you a little kit, and you could dig through the fossils, and you could identify what they were. And after that, usually I like to go to it was kind of like a water reclamation plant where they had water everywhere.
I also remember going to the Winter Wonderfest a few times, and it would be me and my brother and my parents. It was just a very fun event. They had things like bungee jumping, food, and a bunch of other stuff.
Most of the time I went there was for Winter Wonderfest, that little holiday thing that they have there, and it was pretty fun. And it's also fun for me to go there during the summer with friends and family. It's just a nice place to hang out, and there's a lot of stuff to do.
We went to Navy Pier one day. It was really hot, I remember. We went on the Ferris wheel.
So we go on the Ferris wheel, having a great time.
Ferris wheel, I know I've always been a big fan of that.
Just the awe and the majesty of the Ferris wheel, and riding above the city and seeing all the sights from high above it was amazing.
Going on the Ferris wheel, it's probably one of the coolest things I've done. Another one is watching a few movies at the IMAX theater there.
I went to see Spider-Man 3 at the IMAX theater.
I remember going to see an IMAX movie there. I think it was Batman.
One of my favorite memories about Navy Pier would have to be going to see The Dark Knight at IMAX. It was great, beautiful, and Navy Pier was a great place to see it.
I also went on a trip 8th grade year. We went to Navy Pier and we went on a boat tour.
When I got older, around 6th to 7th grade, I went on a boat ride there. And it was like 30 degrees at night, it was all cold. After that, I can only remember the botanical gardens, which are it's a very clean environment in the middle of the city, and it's just like nice to eat there and stuff like that. So it's really cool.
They have like a botany kind of area in there with a giant glass ceiling and whatnot. That's what I remember the most about when I was younger.
I also like doing the swings too. Swings were fun, especially when I was a kid.
I've gone there many times for sailing boat shows. I'd go with my grandfather and bring in all these huge like boat models and everything to show off to those who want to buy them.
Got some food. We went shopping a little bit, and then we just kind of people watched. And that's about it. It was a fun day though.
I was like 3 or 4. We were at Navy Pier, my family and I, with our cousins and some of my aunts and uncles. At the time, we had an au pair, sort of like a foreign exchange nanny. I don't know how to explain it. Her name was Isilda. She was from South Africa. And we're sitting there at Navy Pier, and my aunt, Hillary, and my mom decided to go shopping at one of the stores, you know, on the pier, and told Isilda to watch us, just make sure we don't do anything stupid. Isilda thought it'd be a great idea to take us on the Ferris wheel on this incredibly windy day. And so we go on the Ferris wheel, having a great time, you know, we're perfectly fine. And I look down, and I see my mom stomping around the ground, making huge, exaggerated movements. Wah! You know, like some sort of bird of terror. You know, middle-aged woman stomping on the ground. It was really bad. And all I remember when we got off the Ferris wheel is just this rush, like a hurricane of anger from my mom. So that's Navy Pier for me.
What? You don't even know what that is. It says lust, rust, dust.